Hi, I'm Harry, coming to you from Sussex Caravans. Today we're in one of our eldest specials, which is the Maplehurst. Brand new van, and we're going to be going into setting up the water system and then into the iVan control panel. Okay, so on the outside of the van, you've got your water barrel full up with water, and you want to be connecting into the van from here. So you need to make sure that this flap is at the top, put it in nice and secure, and then close the flap down, and then you know that it's secure. Okay, so on the inside of the van, you want to locate your water heater. This particular one is an underslung water heater. They can be in various places in different vans, but what you're looking for is this yellow tap. So you want to turn it so that it will lock off the water. Then when you pull the water in from the outside, it won't be draining out the bottom, and it'll be filling the water heater. Okay, moving on to the control panel. You've got your master switch here, you've got your lights here, and then external light here. But we're on the water system at the moment, so we'll turn the pump on, which is located in the bottom left-hand corner. We'll turn that on, and then you'll hear the pump to start working. Okay, so you want to get rid of all the air pressure that's building up in the taps. So by opening it slowly, you want to be running the taps until you get rid of all the air and you've got a good steady flow coming out. We'll run it on the cold side, which will be a little bit quicker, until we've got a good steady flow. Sometimes takes a few seconds to fill up the pipes. That looks pretty good to me. And then turn it to the hot side, which will take a little bit longer because it needs to fill up the water heater first. There we go, you can hear it start to come through. And then we've got a good steady flow, telling us that we've got rid of all of the air in the system. And then shut that off. And then you want to go around every tap in the van, in the bathroom, the shower, until you've got good steady flow coming out of all of them, no air pressure. Okay, so we're now moving on to calibrating the water system. This will mainly be used if your pump is running for a long time or it's shutting off too quickly, meaning you've got less pressure in the taps. So this is an auto IC box which fits on the back of the water housing where you connect to the outside. And basically, to calibrate it, you want to be holding the button until you get a flashing green light. And I've got a friend that's in the bathroom who's just going to turn on the shower taps because that's the best place to turn it on because it's the furthest point away. So he's going to turn that on for around 20 to 30 seconds. And you'll hear the pump kick in. Then after that 20 seconds, he's going to turn off the tap. And as you can hear, the pump's still running, and it will continue to run until you hold this button and you get a solid green light, and it will run on for 7 seconds after that, and that's the optimum amount of time for the pump to be running for the perfect amount of pressure within the Caravan. And it's cut off now, and we know that that's correctly calibrated. Okay, so we're moving back onto the Whale iVan control panel. You've got a few icons on the screen. This left one is going to be your room heater. Now you can select from 3.3 amp, 6.5 amp, 13 amp. Depending on what site you're on, you may not be able to use the 13 amp depending on the post. So we'll turn it on 6.5 amp, and you'll see it will illuminate green, and then you can turn the temperature up to your desired temperature within the van. Now this isn't a combi unit like the other ones that we've seen. It has two separate boxes which live underneath the floor. And if we press the home button, we can then turn on the water heater, turn that on to 3.3 amps. If you want to give it a boost, you can turn it on to 6.5 amp. And from standard, they're set to 15 minutes. And it's the same for the gas as well. You just have a 15-minute boost, and then you can switch it back to 3.3 amps, which is your kind of preferred running temperature or electricity usage. And that's pretty much it. We're set up and we've got them both running on electric. If you wanted to run it on gas, it's the flame here. You can run both together or just gas on its own. And after a while, you'll hear it kick in, and then it will start pulling that gas through, it will light, and then it will illuminate red once it's lit. And when you come to the end of the stay, you want to get rid of any of the water that's in the tank or in the pipes. And the way to do this is pulling this lever. First of all, you want to make sure that your pump's turned off and you've opened all the taps to allow the air back in to push out any water. So I've already opened the taps, I've turned the pump off. I'm just going to pull this and then it will get rid of the water. And you want to make sure that you do this before the end of the winter season, because you don't want to run the risk of having water in your pipes when it freezes, because you can pop pipes, you can have split pipes or broken taps. It's just a recipe for disaster. Okay, so should we develop a fault, it will come up with a red exclamation mark in one of these boxes, and depending on which box it is, it will tell us which unit has the fault. Most of the time you can clear the fault by pressing the reset button actually on the unit, and we'll move to that next. So after seeing the faults, which are the exclamation marks on the boxes on the control panel, it will tell you to either press the red button or the white button, which is situated with your drain down point where the pipes go into, and just by pressing the one it tells you to for around 2 seconds should clear the fault.